Hey YouTube, this is Angie and I'm back with another video. I said I'm back with another video. It is lit, it is lit, it is lit. How are y'all doing today? I just got off work. I hope you guys are having a good day and I hope you're subscribed to my channel. Give me a like button. Go ahead and do it before the video starts. You know you're gonna like it, so you might as well do it now. Today we're watching Chill's clips, currently freaking out over this creepy encounter. Let's jump right in. Let's go.
Enthusiast who explores a lot of exotic locations on his channel. Most of his videos are taken on tropical islands, but this one was shot at a hard-to-find rural spot that he simply describes as being in the middle of nowhere. As this drone flies high, you can see that Run Gun Griff and his friend are standing in the middle of a huge field of crops that's covered in a series of strange markings. The symbols themselves are perfectly symmetrical and extremely precise in their geometry. Their designs look strikingly identical and appear to have no noticeable differences, a sign that it was not made by humans. I suppose that it would be possible to do this with farm equipment, but farmers have little reason to vandalize their own field, and since there's absolutely no flaws in the design, I think that there's a strong possibility that this was made by something extraterrestrial. Let me know if you think that these crop circles are man-made or extraterrestrial in nature, and if you recognize any of these symbols from any literature, movie, or video games, then I'd definitely like to know where they are from. Who's there? Redditor Sal26 Serrano says remodeling was being done in this vacant apartment complex of 4, and the owner of the property was downstairs with him at the time. So who is making this noise? Did you hear it?
I can hear it, but why have the music behind it? That totally messes it up.
There's definitely someone there, but whether they're supposed to be there or not is the next question. My guess would be this place has squatters. Time to brush your teeth. Published to YouTube by Talal Essa in April of 2017. You'll probably be triple checking your tap before you do that after watching this video. Asking why does black water come out of the tap? Talal demonstrates this unsettling happening, letting his tap run with inky, brackish, blackish brown water emitting from the faucet. The color does not dilute at all in the entire minute that he leaves it running. Is this toxic water? Probably not. Many in the comments offer suggestions for what's likely going on, with YouTuber Jack Jawman suggesting the color is likely due to heavy metal buildup, he says. Mick Bradford in Rumble Lane went another way though. Bradford asks, do you have a well and live next to a cemetery?
You guys
well, Rumble Lane simply states, there's a demon in your faucet. Certainly looks like it. Sylvia Nicholas has a motion sensor camera that turned on momentarily to catch this strange airborne entity as indicated by the green box. Take a look again in slow motion and tell me if this was a spirit orb, a giant speck of dust, a bug, or something else altogether. Proving demons rights. On our paranormal investigation at a haunted hotel, we capture a real shadow person hat man on video. Are you wondering what a hat man is? Let Dana Matthews from the site Weak and Weird explain the phenomena. According to Matthews, shadow men came creeping out of the shadows in 2011 when paranormal radio personality Art Bell cast a light into the darkness on his radio show Coast to Coast AM, and the result was a burgeoning community of people coming forward, explaining their encounters with these phenomena. Out of this shadow people phenomena, another slightly different experience arose, encounters with the Hat Man. Much like shadow people, the Hat Man often appears at nighttime, wearing a wide-brimmed hat, hence the name. Those who encounter him have described him as a solid black mass, darker than a shadow without discernible facial features, and no describable lower body. Apart from a long flowing trench coat, the Hat Man is often seen floating and moves without sound, quite frequently in a basement setting. Another quality of this phenomena is that the Hat Man tends to appear in places of high negative energy and family dysfunction. This video shows either a Hat Man or shadow figure haunting this generally creepy house. The figure flies down a hallway, disappearing into a distant room as the ghost investigators search the house's interior. So what's going inside this house? Is it haunted? The Hat Man phenomena is often a recurring one for many people, from childhood to adulthood. Some believe shadow people are evil, like physical medium Amy Allen, who thinks they are interdimensional entities. Although the Hat Man and the shadow person might seem one and the same, they do indeed appear to be two separate entities. If you see a Hat Man, consider your family dynamics and the energy of your relationships. Does this video make you believe in Hat Men and shadow figures? If so, don't turn around. This video is taken one summer on Vancouver Island in Canada. A YouTuber named Mushmaster is on a hike when he sees a huge humanoid creature that he still can't explain to this day over 10 years later. According to Mushmaster, the creature was 7 feet tall and stood on its hind legs to stare at him, but by the time he started recording, he was already hunched over and taking off.
It looks like a bear. Come on, guys.
At first, I thought it was a bear, but look closer and you can almost make out the upper body of a human, especially the shoulders. It looks far more human than a bear, judging from the way it walks away. In the end, the creature chooses to leave Mushmaster alone in the woods, wondering what he had just encountered. Let me know what you think it was based on the brief video that I've shown you. No one has been able to solve this in over a decade. When you experience regular poltergeist activity in your home, monitoring it becomes top priority. YouTuber Donnie Drunkard shares this VR 360 video from a GoPro Max of his home's demonic activity. You can hear faint knocks or footsteps repeatedly.
Why the music though?
More unexplained sounds unfold. Not long after, there's a major smashing noise, followed by REM pod activity.
He definitely got something going on in his house. In that room.
You can also hear faint voices at this point, maybe from a TV turning on. Not long after this happens, and again, it sounds like the TV has been turned on or someone is speaking. The voice comes and goes throughout the remainder of the clip.
Only the Sleep Number Smart Bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting, and actively cools or warm.
But turning 360, you can't see anything on. And lastly, the spirits play a short tune. This video is particularly unsettling to me because you can see all 4 corners of the room at any time, so you know nobody is pulling the strings. I'm convinced that Donnie's house is haunted, and considering the noises, the demon doesn't sound friendly. Beware of the shadows. When at Donovan Mill, the historic mining site in Silver City, Nevada, has a reputation, and it's not a good one. At least one documented incident of someone taking their own life has been recorded there. Perhaps it's the spirit from this unfortunate history that lingers in the mill. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit, Facts by James TV writes, at 24 minutes 30 seconds, you could see a shadow-like figure down the hallway at the very same space it is known to be haunted by a spirit named John. that is very protective about that area. At the timestamp in question, you can see what James is talking about. He said he felt a presence, so they stopped and shined the flashlight down at the end of the hall. A small shadow figure appears there. Casting light down that way doesn't make it disappear. What do you think about this creepy catch? Would you have the guts to venture down the hall to investigate? A YouTuber known as Mr. Carter experiences some strange activity in his bedroom, starting with a lamp that crackles with an abundance of electricity in the air, possibly paranormal energy. And this chair moves by itself as a burst of orbs becomes visible. Is something pulling a string under the bed? Probably not. The antenna falls over and a barely visible orb floats over the radio itself. The chair lurches in the other direction, followed by something breathing. It's very faint, so tell me if you want to hear it. I'm going to have to go with a poltergeist on this one, but tell me what you think.
I don't know. Somebody could have had a wire and pull on it.
Videos travels to the famous haunted train tracks in San Antonio, Texas, where a school bus full of children were said to have lost their lives. The road looks like it's on a small hill here, according to him. Do you agree?
But it looks like it's uphill.
Oh, this has already been debunked. It's gravity. It's not.
If the
you're not
local
really
legend
going
is true,
downhill.
ghost
You're
children
going.
are pushing them up a road
I mean,
and
you're not really
straight
going
past
uphill. You're
the
going
very
downhill.
same tracks that they themselves were not able to cross over alive.
What's that shit
Somebody
called?
needs to measure this road to see if they are really being pushed uphill. If they are,
I can't
then
think
this
what
is
is a level.
amazing. It is really creepy though how the car stops all by itself within seconds of going over the tracks. Residents in Tallahassee, Florida, feared for their lives when this strange and haunting sound echoed throughout their area for over 20 minutes.
It's not back that way, it's up in this corner. Don't go out there.
There's little doubt that this video is real, as you can hear the fear in the family's voices.
Get the kids in the
I hear the wind.
Get the kids in the
Kids, get in the bathroom. Kids.
I thought it was a tornado, but the person in the video doesn't. They called 911 and learned that police were apparently flooded with concerned complaints about the noise. The person who recorded this footage says that the local news was told to report this as an airplane. This doesn't really sound like an airplane to me. There's one other strange occurrence, a sudden flash of lightning that instantly makes the noise disappear.
If it is to get to the safe. Uh-oh, what was that? I don't hear it anymore, Tim.
I've never been in a tornado before, so I can't say if this video looks
They're out
normal
there
or
playing
not.
with the weather again.
I'm especially looking
That's
for
what it is. They
opinions from
put no
people who have
seed
been in
shit
one.
in
Do
the
you agree
clouds
with the
and make
uploader
it
that this
weather.
could have been something more
Bad
than
weather.
a tornado, like a government weather experiment?
That's what happened in California.
A mother is
It's all the
mourning the
flooding.
loss of her child when a single white balloon floats over to her from his casket. Relief washes over her as she soon realizes this is almost definitely a sign of reassurance from her lost loved one. Look again and you'll see not only did this balloon start from her child's casket, it was also in front of a picture of him as well. It really is as if he is sending her a balloon to cheer her up and let her know that he still cares for her from the other side, perhaps even as a final gesture to help her let go. Bob Osborne flies down a
That was
bumpy
sweet.
mountainous road in Bolivia with little concern for his health or safety. The 7-minute downhill race is filled with large rocks like this one. He navigates the obstacle just in time. Look how slow this van is driving.
Stone.
That's the appropriate speed for such a treacherous road, yet it's quickly passed. Keep in mind this vehicle could easily kick a rock straight into their dirt bike at any time and send them careening to their doom. They eventually make it to the bottom of the mountain still in one piece.
On a
I just
bicycle?
hope Bob Osborne performs regular maintenance on his bike because this looks like the type of road that could snap a tire clean off at any time. When a
Damn.
drone drifted over the residential area in Overland Park, 2 boys on bikes spotted it overhead. and that's when they jumped off their bikes to have a go at it. You can see one of the kids pick up something, which is presumably a rock, in order to ready, aim, and fire at the drone, but it's much too high to actually knock it down. The kids follow it for a while, but don't come close enough to truly threaten it, although they do make a valiant effort to do so, chucking a rock or two its way. Eventually, they give up, but the drone doesn't. It continues to follow them for a good 8 minutes, with the boys getting fed up enough every now and then to stop and throw more rocks. Certainly a scary encounter for both parties involved. Jada Blaze has accidentally caught something mysterious while taping a house in Denver, Colorado, that she now suspects is haunted. Take a look at what she claims is a real ghost sighting caught on video.
Okay, here is the finished product. Here's this room. Here's this room.
Something strange can be seen floating over her shoulder, and then whatever it is mysteriously disappears. The unexplained footage seems to show an object rapidly disappearing and reappearing in many different places at once, totally defying the laws of physics but not those of the paranormal. The creepy sighting was a ghost figure to her, and I wanted to know what this bizarre moment was to you. If you were thinking this was a dust particle, think again. The house just received a deep cleaning and is completely dust-free. That means it's either special effects or something supernatural. Help me decide which. Klaus finds something in his basement that's so scary. He has set up multiple cameras in his basement to try and capture it on camera. All he finds is this extra creepy layer of skin dried up against the wall. Listening to the sound the skin makes when touched is enough to make me want to peel out of my own.
What in the world?
He says it's juvenile, and I'd say that's a safe bet since it can't be finished growing if it is still shedding its skin from time to time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is a big snake. And it's somewhere in my basement.
You can see where the snake used the grooves between two stones to rub off its old skin and emerge even bigger than before. A Google search reveals snakes will come into the basement through basement cracks and even through drains if you have any plumbing hooked up down there. Once they're in, the only way to get them to leave is to remove them by hand or call for help. The description says it's over 3 feet long. Assuming he measured accurately, I'd say it's time to leave this one up to the pros. What would you do if you kept finding food disappearing from your fridge at night? That's what kept happening to old fogey John, and when he set up a security camera, he was shocked at what he found. Trending in the Brazilian YouTube community via the YouTube channel EXTV, this video's original source is old fogey John on both YouTube and TikTok. Let's take a look at the footage.
No way.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with...
This home invader does not look human, and even the cat to the right recognizes that.
Does it have clothes on?
First, the creature pokes its head through the window and appears as though it might attempt to climb in. Then it slinks back out for unknown reasons.
Wow. I don't know what that is. It's a human. But it's like...
Did this creature know it was on camera?
Like, what are those humans called that like live on the land? And
its red, bulging veins, dark, otherworldly skin,
like
and
they're
glowing
animals?
eyes makes me think it's not of this world. But is it a
Damn.
demon? I can't answer definitively.
Does he come in?
As I assumed their only appetite was for human souls.
What is that? Is that lightning? What the hell is this?
One night in 2018, this intense blue light was seen flickering in the sky all across New York City. The light was so intense that you could see its reflection on the water, as if it were the middle of the day. To the left and right, the sky was still dark, but in the middle was a blazing blue event of massive proportions.
Those
the official
aliens.
explanation is a power generator failure caused by an arc of electricity to shoot up into the sky. But here's the thing. There was no blast, no fire, no one hurt. Firefighters didn't even examine inside of the building it allegedly happened in, according to news reports. And when you look up stories about the incident, a large number of the headlines seem to go out of their way to specifically mention it was not aliens. Kind of makes you wonder. This scary home CCTV
it's
video
not aliens.
shows why you should never
Don't worry
leave
about
your
it.
cooking unattended.
Damn.
In less than a minute, their entire countertop is covered in flames. The wife makes the mistake of trying to grab the flaming pot barehanded to put it in the oven and only sends a cascade of flames to the floor. But it's the husband who makes the ultimate mistake. He throws water on the flames, which is not what you do in a grease fire, because this only makes the grease splash and spread the flames around. Everyone is okay and the fire goes out, but this method could have seriously burnt the house down. From what I've read, he could have put something large over the fire. Smothering it deprives the flames of oxygen and makes them go out. That fire was
That's
already
scary.
really big though, so I don't know what he could have covered it with. To me, this video is a good example of why you should always have a fire extinguisher
I got
somewhere
one.
in your house.
In my
and
kitchen.
make sure you have it inspected from time to time to make sure it works. When something terrifying like this happens and you need it most. A mysterious and creepy video of a seemingly haunted stuffed toy moving on its own has this woman so freaked out that she's probably going to cry.
That's
The
probably
woman
a
is
prank.
busy looking at her phone when the object moves towards her multiple
'Cause why
times,
is it sitting there?
stopping every time she glances up. Each time its movements are so slight that she's not even sure if the object is really moving or not. At 3 minutes and 19 seconds, she grabs the stuffed toy and brings it near. But less than a minute later, the possessed toy flings itself across the bench and she runs away screaming. I want to say that this video is fake, but you can see
Yeah.
the entire room. So if it was someone holding a string, I'm not sure where they would be standing.
Right in the corner.
Mysterious rare creatures walk
what the
this
fuck is
earth,
that?
and most of us will never get a chance to see them until now. Shared by YouTuber Satpam Horror, this creature is known as a parakang in Indonesian. And this is what it sounds like.
What the fuck?
If this isn't some expert makeup, then I am 100% terrified. The sound coming from this
Well, I'm
creature also makes my
terrified.
skin crawl. Its glowing eyes and small sharp teeth look demonic. One thing's for sure, I would never search for this creature. Joe Moore.
Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Tell me what you thought about the video down in the comment section below. Make sure you are subscribed, please. And hit the like button to let YouTube know that I am worth watching. If you woke up today, you're already winning. Peace out.